Pay It Forward.
They have a lot of love to give, and they're very grateful to just be in a home.
A simple act with the power to change someone's day.
The look on people's faces is pretty amazing.
Maybe even change their life.
This bag is made with hugs that will never run out.
These are the stories of real people making a real difference in our community.
This Pay It Forward special is sponsored by Mountain America Credit Union.
Hello, I'm Brent Hunsaker. They're everywhere, but you don't always see them. People who are doing something to make our community a better place. You know, 2020 has been a rough year for a lot of us, but it's also been a year full of acts of kindness, as you're about to see. Over the next half hour, we're going to highlight people in our community who are making a difference and could use a little help. Our first Pay It Forward goes to a labor of love and faith.
3 times a week, this truck makes the rounds of grocery stores in Nampa, collecting surplus food, boxed food,
This is brown rice.
packaged food, perishable food like milk, and not just food.
We have toilet paper, and we've always had toilet paper, and we never ran out.
It's all sorted and put on the shelves or in refrigeration. But it won't stay here long. One day later, God is good. And it's on the way out the door. Because of COVID, people no longer come into the care house. Instead, they pull into a makeshift drive-through set up across the street.
I have 2 families,
They check in with one of the volunteers,
a family of 2.
and then their food order is boxed up, carted out, and put in the trunks of their cars.
We will serve over 150 families every week.
Care House is operated as a charity of the Nampa First Church of the Nazarene.
A majority of our people are coming because at this moment in time, they're not sure how they're going to be able to put food on their table.
And the food is for anyone in need, not just church members.
I think it's a great thing.
This is a blessing through the fact, we're all going through this time.
I think it's very nice.
We don't refuse food from anybody.
Neil Monroe has been overseeing the food bank for the last 16 years.
The cupboards are a little bare right now, but what we found out over the years is that exactly how much food we have on the shelves is who's coming the next day. We're always ready, we never run out.
He credits God, but his co-workers also add his name to the credits.
There's so much more that happens in this little house besides just food. And he does that.
Terry works with the developmentally disabled, who make up about half of the volunteer staff, and she says they're here because of Neil.
And he has made a place for people here that need a place to be able to connect and to serve and to have a life and to have a purpose.
Hi there, I'm Angie Phillips.
And Angie is here to give more than just an elbow bump.
Mountain America Credit Union, we wanted to pay it forward to you guys to help you keep doing what you're doing and making a difference out there because we think it's amazing. So we have $500 to donate to CARE.
Thank you so much. This will go right to work, purchasing food. Thank you so much.
Now, Angela Phillips here has another envelope with another $500 cash, and this time she's giving it to a group in Mountain Home that's giving students the tools they need to succeed. And it all started 5 years ago with backpacks.
We try to have patterns.
Backpacks.
Boy backpack, girl backpacks, backpacks for the high schoolers.
Melissa Adkins, a former teacher, knows just what students need in their backpacks.
Notebooks. Every kid needs a notebook. We try to do pencil boxes.
But when a teacher sees a need, they don't just call for backpacks or school supplies.
We do everything. If there's a need in our community, whether it be a teacher calls us and says, I just had a student come in and he's wearing his dad's shoes. Can we get him some shoes? We absolutely feel that need.
I called my girlfriend who was a resource officer in Mountain Home at the time. I said, hey, I have a plan. Will you help me? And she said, absolutely, let's do it. And that's how it started.
Tammy Mauser founded Backpack Bridge 5 years ago.
I thought it was going to be a one-year deal, like just we're going to do this and then we're going to move forward. No, we're 5 years in and we're still doing it, and it's changed. It's changed so much over the last few years.
And over the last few years, they've added fundraisers such as raffles and bake sales, a pot of hot soup on a cold day, trunk or treat, clothing drives, especially winter gloves and coats.
But some little kid's gonna love this.
There's 2 pieces put together.
And now, blankets too.
Put it along the way.
Kids need blankets.
Sylvia Nixon and her friends are tying off blankets from donated fabric.
So anybody can basically do this with the sewing machine or not.
The blankets, along with books, will be donated to kids for Christmas.
If anybody wants to donate, there's 3 yards a piece.
If they can get more, they'll make more.
It's all about paying it forward.
Angela Phillips with Mountain America Credit Union couldn't agree more.
We just thought that was so awesome that you're giving back this way for all these needy families and kids. So we wanted to pay it forward. Come over here. Gather around. The big reveal, we've got $500
Holy moly.
in cash.
Oh, wow.
Yay!
Very cool. Thank you so much.
Wow.
It's going to help a lot of kids.
Now, a birthday cake is a simple joy missed by some of our elderly who are now in nursing homes. Volunteers, though, with a nonprofit, Community Cakes, are restoring that joy. Our next story takes us into a volunteer's kitchen.
So I'm going to start the liquid ingredients. And these are right from a North End family that we buy our eggs from.
Okay, here's that.
There will be no Betty Crocker in this cake.
This is Jessie, and I'm Elisa.
Elisa and Jessie are making from scratch their special German chocolate espresso cake. No cake mix and no canned frosting. She made that mistake just once.
I use canned frosting, and the first thing she said when they come to your house and sit down with you, and she took a bite and she said, "Is this canned icing?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she said, "I'm sorry, we don't use that ever."
They made the German chocolate filling the night before.
Sort of looks like refried beans. I know.
But it tastes way better, trust me. Elisa has been baking and giving away cakes for 20 years.
I was doing 2 a month.
She's easily donated more than 300 cakes, though she doesn't keep count.
At $3.50.
And she's just one of many volunteers.
It's been fun. I really wanted to keep doing it when my kids were young and when I was a teacher, because kids were so excited to deliver a cake and come with me to deliver a cake and make cards. I would have to draw sticks to see who got to go because everybody wanted to go. These are the frozen cakes that we made prior, just because it makes it so much easier to ice when they're frozen.
Once the cake is ready to frost, Jessie will use a spreader dipped in water to give it a smooth look. And Elisa will add the finishing touch, writing "Happy Birthday."
Sometimes I put a little heart over the eye.
Now here's the part where we get to have a little fun. As Elisa and Alice, she's a board member with Community Cakes, head out the door to deliver the birthday cake, Angela Phillips with Mountain America Credit Union is waiting outside with a surprise.
Hi.
Hi.
Mountain America Credit Union wanted to surprise you with a pay it forward.
Oh my gosh.
So today,
wow, no.
we have $500.
Oh my goodness.
In
That's
cash.
amazing.
After the welcome interruption, they're off to Arbor Village Assisted Living to see a 96-year-old birthday girl.
Thank you very much.
We hope that you have the best birthday ever. Do you want me to set it right
I
here?
was going to say it's pretty,
Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
pretty heavy there.
They love it. They get cards, but this is kind of like a special surprise for them. You ready?
After all the hard work, this is what it's all about.
Ooh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful.
It'll always be a part of whatever I'm doing. Baking cakes, and the look on people's faces is pretty amazing.
Before we head to break, let's take a moment, if we could, to remember an angel among us. A woman who received a pay it forward from us a couple of years ago for her work at the state prison. She has since passed away. Deborah Servatius lost her second battle with cancer.
She had it, we thought we had it beat, and then it comes back. With a vengeance, it comes back.
She has been, gosh, she was the light in the darkest spot of my life.
The Middleton community, as you just saw, put on a parade for Deborah Servatius a few months ago as she prepared to head to Houston for experimental cancer treatments. Those treatments did not provide the hoped-for miracle, and Deborah died in August. She was a key player in the St. Vincent de Paul reentry program that helps inmates successfully transition back to normal life. That's why she got the pay it forward. Our thoughts and our prayers go to her family and to the many others who she touched for good.
It was just crazy to look down the bench and say, Kobe's right there and his daughter Gianna.
It was their dream. These 8th grade girls were invited to Southern California to play in the Mamba tournament. Their first game was on Saturday in January. Kobe Bryant was there, but then Sunday, and a helicopter crash. And for the moment, basketball was set aside. It was a blow to the team, but they showed character and grace and compassion in that moment. They represented well, not only their team and their families, but our state. And we believe that deserves a pay it forward.
We wanted to help you guys continue to have a great season. So today, on behalf of Mountain America and 2 News, we are here to pay it forward to you guys and your team with $500 in cash.
That's pretty impressive. Thank you so much. I'm extremely proud of them. This is for them. There we go. That's what we're talking about.
George Rodriguez and his players have formed a bond.
They do all the hard work, and I'm extremely proud of each and every one of them.
He's amazing.
Sienna says the team has bought into his coaching philosophy. A philosophy that winning takes more than skill.
You guys have got to hit it and hit it hard.
It takes intensity.
Having a coach that pushes us every day is really nice.
He coaches them at a level that I would say probably surpasses the boys. He doesn't coach them like they're just a girls' team.
Good.
He believes their shoulders are big enough to carry the expectations and the burden that he puts on them, and they rise to that level. It's amazing.
Dawn's daughter now has her sights set on playing in high school, then college, and perhaps even the pros.
She has big dreams for sure, and it's because of this team and George's coaching.
George's own daughter is on the team, but to a certain degree,
engage, Jay!
He considers all of them his daughters.
This team's all about like family, and we really care about each other.
The chemistry has come with time. Coach and team have been together for nearly 7 years.
I've been on the team since I was little.
It's the same for Jordan.
I've always been one of the shortest on the team. I love this team a lot. They like mean a lot to me, and they've always been there.
And it's all about, you know, them building character and showing, you know, love and respect for each other.
George says that's fundamental to what he's trying to do here. Even more so than dribbling, passing, or shooting.
And it's extremely important for me to, you know, help them do what they love to do.
Now let's go to Nampa, where a group of volunteers is raising money right now to put a larger-than-life statue in front of the police headquarters. This is an artist's conception of what that statue would look like. The one toddler that's in the arms of the officer actually represents a real incident in Nampa where an officer intervened in a domestic situation and saved a child's life. This other girl down here that's holding his hand represents the future. She's looking up. Perhaps one day she'll be a peace officer.
So they're not just heroes rescuing in the community, but they're also role models in the community.
Benjamin Victor is the artist who will turn concept into reality.
And I just think it's such a worthy cause.
Victor is famous for his attention to detail. For example, on this statue for the Kentucky State Police, from the hat down to the holster, from the badge to the placement of the ribbons, everything is a faithful recreation.
He's such a perfectionist. I've seen him take a statue that I thought, holy cow, what an amazing job. And he's like, yeah, I gotta fix that one, it's not right. And he just takes that much time, and he puts that much energy and strength into what he does that his stuff is just breathtaking.
Surrounded by the committee that will make it happen, Captain Brad Daniels stands on the spot where the statue will go and talks about why it's so important.
Over the last decade, you've really seen law enforcement kind of taking a beating publicly. There's just been this outcry against law enforcement as if law enforcement was the enemy. And I think what really brought this concept home here is that we don't feel like that in Nampa.
Debbie Warfield volunteered to head up the fundraising.
But I thought, oh, what the heck, you know, probably $5,000, you know.
But it's $125,000.
My hand slowly started to come down. But I'm very committed to try to do our very level best to make this work. I think it's a wonderful idea.
It's a lot of money, but Debbie and her team are off to a good start. And Angela Phillips wants to keep that momentum going.
So I'm here today actually to surprise you guys. I'm with Mountain America Credit Union, and we have partnered with CBS 2, and we want to pay it forward.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
To the monument today.
Oh, thank you.
And with that, we've got $500
Oh, that's
cash.
awesome. That is
help
awesome.
towards it.
Yes,
So,
that is awesome.
hope you can use it.
We can use it. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
That's wonderful.
Now, you know, you saw nobody was wearing masks there. It's because that happened before the coronavirus pandemic hit. Since then, of course, the volunteers have had to suspend their fundraising. But as soon as they can, they're going to be back at it, and they hope still to have the statue ready sometime next year.
When Tim Toy with Mountain America Credit Union comes knocking at your door, it's got to be good news.
Hello, are you Shannon?
Yes.
Tim today is paying it forward to Shannon Beneke, the founder of Green Heart Rescue.
$500.
Holy cow.
Money to continue rescuing dogs that are elderly or have special needs from shelters across the West.
My goodness, thank you.
Well, that's fantastic then. So I know you got your hands full.
Yeah.
We'll make sure this gets to you.
Awesome, thank you.
Green Heart Rescue has only been around for a couple of years, but already they have rescued 70 dogs, old dogs, physically disabled dogs, unwanted dogs, dogs that otherwise would have been put down.
On Saturday, another flight from Dog Is My Co-Pilot arrived at the Boise airport, loaded with shelter dogs from Texas. And there to help unload and greet the dogs are some of the volunteers from Green Heart Rescue.
Hi, Margot.
On this day, Green Heart Rescue picks up 10 more dogs.
Got it?
Yep.
And this would be Loretta. I am going to foster, but she is up for adoption.
Out of his cage, this dog shakes off the long flight, as if understanding that he's now in a better place.
Like, it's not their fault that they end up at a shelter at such an old age, and we think it's really sad, and what better gift can we give them?
We're still vetting him to see what his medical needs are.
In the first days after new arrivals,
With her being paralyzed, she does need some assistance.
Shannon Beneke has her hands full.
This is Jack.
Jack is 7 years old with health issues.
And Jose is from Utah.
He's 12 with kidney disease. And then there's Yoda, rescued on May the 4th.
He's from Los Angeles. He was on the euthanasia list. And when we saw him, we thought we can give him a little bit more time where he didn't have to die in a shelter.
Shannon will personally care for a couple of these dogs, but most will be placed in her network of foster homes.
We provide them with everything they need. We cover all of their medicals, so they're all vetted. We provide all the food, all of the bedding, crates, whatever their needs are, the rescue provides.
Got it.
Green Heart Rescue provides all of the supplies, and the foster families provide a safe and happy home where the dogs can live out their last days in peace and comfort.
Tyrone was living by a Taco Bell and was about to come homeless, and now he's going to live with a Green Heart foster family.
Right now, Green Heart has 10 foster families, but could always use more.
I would tell people who are thinking about helping out to do it. It really does make a difference, and the more fosters we have, the more dogs we can save. They have a lot of love to give, and they're very grateful to just be in a home.
You know, when a child is removed from a home, from an abusive situation, it is for their own protection. But somehow it doesn't feel that way, not to the child who's scared, cut off from the familiar. But now there's a growing network of Idaho quilters who are offering comfort to those children. Right off the top, let's talk about the name, the VL Batman Project. No, it has nothing to do with the DC Comics superhero. VL Batman is the name of Charlie Hendricks' sister. She died 8.5 years ago.
She did in-home daycare for 30+ years, and she saw a lot of children come through that sometimes questionable homes, and she always fought for them.
In tribute, a label is attached to each quilt, the final step in a process that began weeks ago. Quilting takes a lot of time.
This is called a long arm quilting machine. It's made by Gamel.
This machine is used, and they had to take out a loan to get it. But Charlie says it's worth it for the time it saves.
I'll just push that.
And she says it's so easy, even I can do it.
You want me to ruin this beautiful quilt?
You won't ruin it.
Yeah.
You've got a good teacher.
Says you.
We have a seam ripper. Look at you.
I got in a couple rows before breaking the thread.
Well, that's the first time that's ever happened.
even with this machine, there's a lot of cutting and sewing that can only be done by nimble fingers. A prayer goes with each quilt that a child will see in it warmth and beauty and hope.
Some young girl's going to get that and just love it.
I love the colors, I love the design, but there's going to be a child out there that's going to love it more.
It's a hug and a love in there.
Jackie puts a note in each of her quilt bags.
This bag is made with hugs that will never run out, and when you need one, just reach in and feel.
This is really only the second year that the VO Batman project has been up to speed, and already they've donated more than 100 quilts to St. Luke's Cares for distribution to children's advocacy centers around Idaho. They realize that their efforts cannot reach every child in need, but Charlie is determined to do more, and in fact she's already got the beginnings of a network of quilters from Chalice to Coeur d'Alene.
Well, we heard about it.
And to help her along, Angela Phillips with Mountain America Credit Union has a Pay It Forward.
$500 in cash.
These kids need these, so this means so much to me, to the project. When somebody believes in your dreams and supports it like this, it's very humbling. This is huge for a little operation like ours, and thank you.
And thank you for joining us for this Pay It Forward special. Do you know someone making a difference in the Treasure Valley? Nominate them for a Pay It Forward. The nomination form is on our website under Features. Again, thanks for watching.